So let's give you an overview of the client record in the Professional Plus edition of GetBookedUp. Basically what we've done is make it a modern tab layout, so it's a little bit like a browser really. The client's record that's open here is for Mr. Simmons, and we can see his name and address details are displayed across the top here, his telephone number and an email. And they're always visible whichever part of the client record you're working in. That information will always be visible at the top of the screen there. So within Mr. Simmons' record we've got a series of tabs along the top here, and these are to access various things that we could do with Mr. Simmons' record. So we're on the Client Details tab at the moment. If we want to deal with the diary related to Mr. Simmons, we can click into the Diary tab. Any quotations will be stored under the Quotations tab, Jobs under the Jobs tab, Invoices under Invoices, and any documents that you attach into the record will be displayed under the Documents tab. So if we go back to the Client Details tab, the first thing you'll notice at the top here is we have what we call our key information, and these are sort of key service dates, key contact dates and key marketing dates. So average job spend, how much they spent in the last 12 months, what they've spent in total, when their last job, last quote and last invoice was, the last contact that we had with them and the date, how long that was ago. How long ago that was, sorry, how long they've been a client since, and things like the last target marketing letter they had, the last telesales letter, telesales call that they had, and the last email that they had from the system. So all that information is clearly displayed at the top there. Now within this Client Details tab as well, we've got another series of tabs here. And again, that just allows you to access the various parts of the record just one click away. So on this one we're looking at the Address tab, so we can see things like the inquiry source, name and address details, and you'll notice that they've all got different headers on, so it makes it easy to find exactly what you're looking for. So we've got the Main Details tab and some more information on there. So if we were in the Main Details or the Address tab and we've got directions to the client, or you want to see the directions, we can just click the Directions tab and you can see the immediate directions there. If the client's given us a testimonial that we can use, we can click the Quote tab and that'll pop the details on there for the actual comment that the client's allowing us to use. So other things as well in various of these tabs that are on here, so things like groups, you can easily mark them as they have a baby or they live in a bungalow by selecting the items in the groups here, and just click straight back onto the Address or Main Details tab here within the client's record. And we've also put some shortcut buttons in here as well, so there's 3 shortcut buttons, and by clicking any of these it'll book a quote in the appointments diary, it'll set up a quote ready to, as if you're quoting over the phone, or it'll go straight in and book a job appointment. And by using those buttons it takes you to the correct point and inserts several key things in the background automatically, so just reducing the number of clicks that you need to do to get to that point. The one click on the button will take you to this section and set a lot up in the background for you. And then you'll notice at the right hand side here as well just a contact log, and that's visible anytime you're in the Client Details tab. Whichever of these sections that you go into, the contact log will remain visible on this side in the Client Details, so you'll be able to see details of any quotes that you've done, jobs that you've done, emails that have been sent, letters that have been sent from the system and things like that. So there's complete history at a glance, so when the client rings in you can very quickly take a quick look at that and you can see that you actually did a mail shot to them 3 days ago, and you can click onto that and mark that they've responded. So you can see there that the client record is very intuitive to use. You can access the information quickly through the tabs and navigate around the record easily.